Xbox Game Pass versus PlayStation Now. You know, it's almost not even a fair fight, but there are some benefits. There are some great things about PS Now. I want to talk about them. Let's go. Okay, this is a short and sweet video. There's a lot of love and praise, well-deserved praise for the Xbox Game Pass. I use it. It's fantastic. No, Xcloud is not as good as Stadia, period. There's nothing to argue. The Stadia technology is amazing, but as a system, the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass is just fantastic. I love it. It's worth every penny. But no, the cloud streaming games, they need some work. But Sony is often criticized for not trying to copy what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox Game Pass. And I think perhaps fans need to look at it from a slightly different perspective. Sony's PlayStation Now, they have one key factor I think actually gives them an edge over what Microsoft is doing, at least with regards to how they're handling cloud streaming. And that is with the ability to download games, to actually download the games onto your local PlayStation system and give them truly remote capabilities. The Xcloud as it stands is kind of a novelty, right? No one's really going to play their games like that. They're going to either own a console or try to find something that's, well, the tech isn't there yet with Xcloud. It's got some ways to go. It's not as good as Stadia. And I think most of the streaming that will be done will be, quick streams, novelty gaming. There's nothing major right now, not until they improve the tech. So there's no way I'm going to consider playing a full, maybe I would consider it, maybe not something like Halo, but most of the games, most of the high twitch games that require low latency, I'm probably not going to play on the Xcloud service. I would consider lower latency adventure games or games that don't require fast reflexes. Those type of games I might consider on Xcloud, but Halo and a lot of the AAA games that require low lag and sharp visuals, the Xcloud, streaming service just isn't there yet. It's just not happening. Stadia is. I'm always going to bump Stadia. I love that system, but that service, but no, not yet with Xcloud. But the reason that people want these streaming services is so that they can play their games anywhere. The problem with that, and one of the criticisms of cloud gaming has always been that everywhere doesn't always have consistent, fast internet, not even at the minimum speeds to play most of the games that you enjoy. So in order to play pretty much anything on Xbox Xcloud streaming services, you have to be somewhere with at least probably ideally gigabit internet. So right off the bat, everyone always says, well, I would love to play it in a hotel room. I would love to play it somewhere while I'm traveling. That's the whole, romanticized idea of what you're going to get. But you're not going to get that. Not with Xcloud, barely with Stadia, not without, shelling out a lot of money on hotel fees to get that highest tier internet. And even then, that might not be good enough. But one ace that Sony has up its sleeve is that you do have the ability to download those games. Consider this. If you download the game, any game from the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 generation that's available on the service, and there are a lot of games from the PS3 and a growing library of games for the PS4. Now, they aren't streaming, but they are available to download. Imagine that you go to a hotel room. You've previously downloaded the games to your PlayStation, so you're taking your system with you, your console with you. You download those games, and all you have to do in order to play those experiences, multiplayer notwithstanding, is ping the PlayStation Network, and you can, play it remotely. Maybe you don't need your full console. Maybe you can have a PS stick or something, just something with a storage space that's big enough to allow you to hold these large PlayStation games. But the idea is you should be able to play your console anywhere. You just download it onto your hard drive and rent the game or, own it temporarily and ping it where you don't need a fast internet connection. You just need to verify your console and you can play whatever you want. That's something that Microsoft doesn't offer. And while it may not seem like that has a lot of value, the very idea of pick up and play anywhere is actually really attainable on PlayStation Now. Now, again, I'm not going to hard sell on which console is better or which streaming service is better. I think there's pluses and minuses for all of them. But when you discount or disregard the fact that Microsoft has an amazing library of games with their Xbox Game Pass streaming service, you have to consider that you're not going to be able to play those games everywhere. You're not going to be able to play them all the time. And with Sony's setup, it's very possible that you can, where you don't need an incredible internet. You just need to send a signal To Sony, they verify it, do some kind of system check, and you're off to the races. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think there are any benefits to PlayStation Now? Do you think Sony needs to copy what Xbox Game Pass is doing? I don't think they need to. I don't think there's any benefit in them for that, benefit to them to doing that, because they are the industry leader. They do have the library of exclusive games. Sony right now is selling itself on its premium service. And that's something that's not new to Sony. Sony, since the PlayStation 3 has done that. I don't know if you guys remember that original messaging that they had where, gamers would save their money and take on 2 jobs to purchase the very expensive PlayStation hardware. And they're not far removed from that now. They're going back to that era, I think. I think they're touching on that now. And that's not, always welcome. People kind of frown on that. And I'm not saying that they're being elitist, but they're definitely setting themselves up as having a premium hardware experience. And, whatever that means to you, that's either a pro or a con. I think that means Sony's making great games. I don't like all their decisions. I think they're taking some incredible missteps, but, they haven't shown their whole card yet. We don't know that. We haven't seen their whole hand. So we don't know what Sony's going to do. I know it's looking like a stellar holiday season for Microsoft. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see what Sony does. But in the meantime, I just want to give a counterpoint to all of this love and praise that Microsoft deserves for the Xbox Game Pass. But just reminding people that the PlayStation Now service isn't quite as bad as people think. And in fact, has a benefit that I think people are underestimating. What do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about PlayStation Now. Do you think that type of pinging the PlayStation system, again, totally theoretical. This is something I'm coming up with. I didn't say Sony said anything like this, but is this something that you think might have value and might provide Sony with some type of edge, having access to the entire Sony library available at your fingertips, truly playable anywhere? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I guess we'll see you on the next video. Peace.